Hello everyone, I'm Nate and welcome to the channel. I just got in the mail today something I've been anticipating for a while. This is all the way from Austria, Vienna. So we're gonna open this up. These are G-Pod Begleri. This is from Neu, Johannes Neubinger, if I pronounced your last name wrong. I'm so sorry, dude. But yeah, Neu on the, yeah, he's kind of an OG in the Begleri community. This is his creation, and we'll get into kind of a little unboxing as well as just a very brief review. I have my trusty tactile knife. Man, I love this guy. So yeah, this is all the way from Austria, Vienna, Austria, and he sells these directly from himself. He doesn't have a site. He just sells directly from you know, his Instagram. So I'll have a link in the description to where you can reach out to him. If you are a Begleri slinger, definitely be following him anyways. He's kind of an OG. I bet you probably know some of his tricks, or you've seen some of his tricks and you just don't know it. Let's get and open this up. So the unboxing here, it's pretty straightforward. It has a nice little tin here. We'll talk about that in a minute. It does have a note in here. Just kind of thank you for the support, have fun with the beads, and cheers from Vienna. So thank you for that. It's always nice to have a little personalized note. All right, so yeah, nice little tin here. All right, so yep, just pretty simple tin here. Getting some wonderful golden hour right now, so you're welcome for that. All right, so out of 30 pods, okay, so this is 21 out of 30. Does come with this sort of like authentication card. I think that's really cool that he has them numbered and it has his little signature there. These come in two different varieties. So the material is titanium, but they have a sort of tumbled blasted version as well as a just kind of machined satin. I don't know if it's satin, but it's, you know, kind of a machined look. I went ahead and went with the blasted ones. I really like the look of these ones. It seemed like a pretty aggressive blast. And then the gap that's in it is not blasted, so that's kind of a nice look as well. Came with, it looks like, 4 different paracord. These are 550 paracord, so that's what it's going to be coming standard with, as well as the beads here. And then we have, all right, so I love those solid colors. I like the burgundy. I think we're going to lace it up with the burgundy. All right, so let's put that aside here for now. All right, so let's take a good bit of a closer look here. So we have these O-rings here. We have red and blue and white and black. So you can actually put those on the space in between here. I'm assuming they're not going to add like a ridiculous amount of weight. They're probably more for looks than for anything else, but and they're certainly not going to add like any kind of bumpers necessarily. I don't think. I think they're reset enough in there that they're not going to, you know, protrude out the side. I don't think we're going to put these on for now. I don't know. We'll test them, okay? But I think for this little quick review, we're just going to get a kind of basics of these. But yeah, let's put these in the case for now so I don't lose them. All right, one thing to note here before I put the paracord on here, it is recessed here on the one side, which I didn't realize that. That's actually really kind of nice. It doesn't hide the knot, but it does kind of let it set in a little bit. So that's a nice little feature here. I thought it was kind of equal on both sides, but that's the side you want for the actual knot on it. So that's cool. The bore on this, I'm not sure of the exact bore size, so if I find that out, I'll have it in the description here. But it seems to be just exactly right. He did go ahead and like use the one end of the paracord with a little bit more of like not a taper necessarily, but there's more of a point on the one side, which is always a nice feature. I have to do that sometimes whenever I buy paracord myself, of course, and I'm pulling it off of a line here. I have to kind of go ahead and make sure that one end is a little bit more pointy. But pushing these through hasn't been too bad at all. I think we'll just do one knot on each side. I don't think we'll do a double knot. I think that'll be fine for this setup for now. You know, you could, with this setup, it would be actually a really good candidate to kind of burn that flat. I might do that at some point and try that out, but to actually cut it off straight and then kind of flatten out the end there so it's wide enough so it doesn't fall through the hole there. And again, these aren't going to slide, so they're nice and tight there on the cord. Now, I've been asked this a couple times as far as like measuring. I think most people in the Begleri community are asked this question at least once a day. For those who are getting new into it, I measure with the and I think most people standard-wise measure with the sling method now. So I go from a mid grip and I go around my pointer, my index finger, and I'm going out to the back here. So this is a slight bit too long, so I will make minor adjustments and then I'll cut. As my father would say, you measure twice, cut once. First sling here. All right, these are not the lightest set, but also not the heaviest set that I have either. So it's gonna take maybe a little bit getting used to, because it does, for any set, I feel like that's a little bit different. But I like the weight of this actually quite a bit. It doesn't feel like it's too much. This will be a really good set to learn on actually, because it is gonna give you a little bit more heft, but not too much. Yeah, it's a nice, you can definitely feel it on every segment. All right, I'm just kind of goofing around here, but I'll show you some like legit slinging here in a minute. Did bring a coffee scale out here, so I'll throw them on there real quick. I did put it on a flat surface here, don't worry about that. It's right around 22 grams all in, so with cord and everything. But yeah, all right, so the G-Pods, yeah, from Noi. So these are, these are artist created, right? There are not many of these out there, which is kind of a cool thing, right? I've not seen a lot out there either, and I know that there are some left. The real question here, that maybe I don't answer on a lot of these reviews, right? Because I kind of leave it up to you, is it worth the price, right? Because these are shipped internationally as well, and they're not, I wouldn't say any more expensive than any other high-end titanium Begleri, okay? But in my opinion, they are worth the price. These are really fun. So the feel of them kind of really, while they're slinging, by the way, kind of feel a little bit like some of the OG sets, right? A little bit heavier, but not like too heavy. I feel like I have more control, and it's been a minute since I've picked up a heavier set. Probably the closest thing I have to like the feel of these right now is probably like the hybrids, even though that's a dual, bead set. These ones kind of have that similar sort of weight. So if you really like that sort of like mid-weight, not too heavy, not too light, but you can feel like there's a lot of control, which again, if you're chasing certain tricks, like a heavier Begleri can be really nice and really beneficial actually. I really like these, and they're beautiful, and the way they're constructed, all these little minor things thought out, the packaging's great, and I'll play more with the O-rings added, it's gonna give you more an aesthetic look. I just weighed them actually, just kind of a set of two of them with the beads here, and it comes in at like 22.2. So it's like 0.3 grams. Something like that. So it's not gonna add a lot of weight, it's really more for looks. All right, you're gonna ask me in the comments, so I'm gonna put them on right now for this video, okay? I'm gonna put the white ones on, because why not? So, they stretch over easy enough. Again, they don't protrude outside that gap, so they're not really bumpers. You're not gonna be bouncing back and forth. Maybe something like you'd see from like Monkey Finger or something like that. I've seen their O-rings on those ones, and they kind of like, protrude out the side so that it's more to protect maybe the bead from getting beat up. And I don't really feel like there's too much of a difference here as I'm kind of slinging them. So that's gonna do it for my review and unboxing here of the G-Pods. Thanks for sticking with me. And congratulations, by the way, to all those who made it through February, yeah, 2023. So I made it through, it was fun. I wasn't expecting to actually do every day. Yeah, all right, that's gonna do it for now. And until the next one, later.